And now we're going to our next show with Promised Neverland, and we're joined by Sasha. Thanks for being with us, as
Thanks, man.
always.
Of course.
Yeah. So this,
Subarashi.
yes,
Maestro.
yes. So this episode, basically, I'm actually. So they revealed kind of like the big reveal is that they're in this parallel world, in like the demon world, where, because when they revealed the history where they had the agreement between the humans and the demons, I was actually surprised about this revelation because I thought it was either like the human world, but like way in the future, or I thought it was an alien world, and I guess you can call it an alien world because it's a demon world. But I don't know, just that revelation really it surprised me for some reason. I don't know what you guys thought about that.
Well, it's our world, right? But it's just split in half.
Is it? Is that what
It's
it
Earth.
is?
It's Earth. It was just split in half. There's the demon side and the human side.
So it's like basically like the same thing, but just with demons and other creatures and Okay.
Yeah, like I think those creatures probably ended up coming. I'm sure they wherever they came from, because it seems to me like they came from somewhere else. It seems like they brought some of their own ecosystem with them. And I think that's why that area. But like I thought it pretty explicitly said that they're still on Earth.
Maybe I'm just not paying too much attention. I'm
It's
just like,
two worlds. I looked it up.
Is two, but they were talking about it's like the same planet. Like they're there with the humans.
it felt like it was like some sort of like other dimension. Like this is like the demon
Yeah.
dimension. But I don't know.
Something different.
Yeah, I'm with you, David. I was surprised because I thought it was going to go the whole village vibe, that M. Night Shyamalan movie where it's like, oh, we're back in the good old days, and then all of a sudden there's a wall, and then you see a helicopter or an airplane fly over, and they're like, oh, we're in the real world.
Yeah.
So I thought as soon as they got past the wall, they're going to be like, hey, let's go to that 7-Eleven, hell yeah! And then the aliens were just going to be like humans in disguise, but nope, that threw me for a
It's
whirl.
all a Truman Show.
Indeed. Oh,
Sort
good
of.
reference.
Good refs are.
Yeah.
So it's a stretch. Definitely a stretch.
Yes.
Yeah, and then that was the main thing that really threw me off this episode. Otherwise, it's more just I guess the second part with Emma having to learn how to hunt and like again that whole thing about like we have to kill animals to live even though we don't want to be eaten. Like that stuff's very common, so I wasn't like too shocked by it. But
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think if anything from that particular part, the heaviness was with I think it's the Gupna, the vampiric rose
Like
that they used to.
I was gonna call it flower, but you make it sound much better. Than me.
Well, I think that's what they called it
Yeah.
in the show, so I just wanted to make sure I was
yeah,
accurate.
no,
but,
that part was important too.
Yeah, since you tied back, the Takani and visualizations of that happening to Norman and everything, and being like, damn, this has been going on like this the whole time, and now I'm kind of doing what needs to be done. But like you said, that's just the real world. Like it's either get got or,
I just feel like
survive.
that theme's been done so many times, so it's like I don't like feel it anything when I hear it. Like we've seen it a bunch of times, so I don't know.
Yeah, I think this was a necessary episode, but not the most entertaining episode. And the only reason is because it shows the development, it reveals key plot points. It's a lot of exposition by Jericho Legolas, randomly serving them tea. I would have not taken that tea, by the way. So
What'd you call it? Jericho
was still good.
Legolas?
I have no idea what his name was.
Okay.
I just he
oh, you mean
looks like a
Sanju?
Jericho.
Yeah.
So there you go, Sanju. Thank you. That's close
I was
enough.
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
So, that guy walked around with like a keychain and a trident on his back, whatever he's doing. A lot of exposition by him explaining, and then they're getting the whole training. So it's like almost like a giant arc within one episode, which I was like, okay, this is the necessary sacrifice. It kind of reminded me of the prior to last episode of Attack on Titan, where you got a lot of exposition about Willie and that whole background. You're like, okay, come on, man, let's get back to the main stuff, which is I want to feel that tension. I want to feel them being hunted. I want to feel the aliens coming back or the demons. And, like you just mentioned, they got the whole Gupna thing going on, which, fun fact, by the way, guys, in Britain, vampires would say, hello, Gupna, before they would
God
put
damn it, I thought you were
flowers
being
into their
serious.
victims' hearts.
God damn it, I got baited.
Like that holds true.
Yep. So I think it was a good episode. My tagline for this episode is Katniss Everdeen, aka basically she's becoming Katniss Everdeen in the
I'm
Hunger
face
Games.
palming so hard right now. I just want you to
Yeah,
know that.
seriously.
I know I'm not cammed up, but Oh man,
Bro.
Oh god. So
I could hear it through the mic.
only you know what I look like, bro. So you can imagine it. I'll leave a mystery
Yes.
for everyone else until I
all right.
actually get Cam.
He looks exactly like Hisoka, for anybody who's wondering.
You're not just a clown your entire circus, sure.
Yep.
But I mean, I always enjoy lore episodes because I always love learning about the lore. So I'm glad they revealed like more about I guess the secret. So I don't know about their plan about trying to rescue all the other farms because like it was a struggle getting out in the first place. I don't know if you really
Yes.
want to be that ambitious.
Super wishful thinking, right?
Like I think you should just like screw them, just get yourself out to the human world. Like you got enough problems with your
Well,
own
that's a
family.
very Emma way. That's a very Emma way of thinking. She's always very much had that personality. So I wasn't surprised to hear her say it.
Yeah.
But Emma, she's not really thinking about it because you know why? They said the farm that they escaped was one of the top farms. And I take that as in terms of intelligence level, right? You get to that next farm next door that's filled with just a bunch of woo, yeah, woo, woo, and you're like, okay, we need Jimmy, we need you to stay quiet, otherwise the demon's gonna eat us. Okay, I'll stay quiet. I'll stay. Woo,
Oh, God.
and then
I'd be-
just slaughters their whole family.
Oh my god, I'd be so
So-
pissed if like those kind of people drag them down like that. Oh my god.
I guarantee you it's coming up.
Oh god, please don't.
By the way, let's just place predictions here. Jericho Legolas, does he live or die? I think this guy gets sacrificed within the next 5 episodes.
I think we're done with. I think we're done with the two. I think they just gotta leave them in the forest, and then the kids are just gonna be on their own.
No, I actually feel like those two demons will stay a lot like with them for a long time.
Oh really?
Just because they're in the OP. Like if you look fairly close enough, like you see
Okay.
them in like 3 frames in the OP, so I feel like they'll be with them for a while.
Okay. I had this feeling that like when he was teaching Emma to hunt, like that's because she couldn't rely on him anymore. And that's why she had to be self-sufficient. So I had this feeling like they were gonna stay in the no, not gonna stay in the forest. They gotta go their separate ways after they leave them. So
Mhm.
I feel like during one of these little outings, I feel like the male one is going to die somehow protecting them, and then the female is going to go with them. I don't know why. That's just what I feel.
that's like another way these things usually work out too. So I wouldn't be surprised either.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
You
I'm
know what?
interested too where they touched upon just like their religious beliefs of why, they don't eat humans. Like that was a big focus for Emma and Ray of like, if you don't eat humans, how do you survive?
Mhm.
So I don't know if that's just something important, but now we kind of have like we
They're
know
probably
there's a
just-
different faction of monsters that
I mean,
don't
it's like
participate in
how
that.
people don't eat cows. They think they're sacred. I think it's like that kind of
right.
feeling.
Yeah.
I
These guys
also
just
feel,
vegans.
I also feel like it definitely portrays demons in general as like the bad guys, because like it said that like the humans and the demons made a pact however long ago to split wherever they are, and but like if these demons can live perfectly fine without eating people, they're definitely super evil. So I mean, we
I
already
don't know.
kind of knew that, but
I don't know about that because they
No.
they said that like humans were also hunting demons back in the earlier times too. So
oh, did it? I missed that part.
they,
if
yeah,
that,
yeah,
if
they were hunting
Yeah.
demons too. So like it was just
Yeah.
it was a war between the two of them. That's why there was a truce because they were at
Okay.
war.
oh, humans hunting demons.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so
Yep.
it was going
Well,
a
they were
lot back.
hunting them because they were eating them, and if they don't have to eat them, yeah, that seems pretty terrible.
Sure, but it's like it's just like back and forth conflict. So I didn't think it was. I didn't think it was for that portraying the demons as bad. I think it's just two factions at war, and they just had a truce, and this was the outcome. So
True that. I mean, they did mention how like was it human brains are the juiciest meat available. It's just so good. I mean, could you guys imagine giving up chicken? I can't imagine that. Get out of here. So I get them. Or sorry, soybeans for anybody who does eat chicken.
Think about the viewers, man. Right?
I'm sorry, soybeans. And
How
chicken
dare
eaters.
you impose your own personal eating?
That's right. Take that. I will find you as I ride my weird horse. That's not a horse. By the
Yo,
way,
man, what?
Demon horse.
He
those
just
creatures
stuck
look
on his
absolutely
demon horse.
disgusting.
yeah,
Dude, that demon horse looks like a broom with just a bunch of hay hanging off of it. I would not trust ride that thing. And then, is anybody just absolutely disgusted by Robe Lady's feet? I forgot her name.
Mujika?
Mujika. That's what her
Yeah.
feet look like. It look like some Mujika going on.
Yo, man, I'm sorry. In this world, they don't have like toenail clippers or something that they're just doing their
Yeah.
thing with keeping up appearances. Like,
Dude, you know when she was trying to climb up, and then I think it was Emma gave her a hand. I would have been like, "Yo, I'll give you a hand, but you gotta clip them."
Wow, man.
all right, well, we know you're not making it in this world. They're
Yeah.
leaving you back at the farm.
Oh, dude, I'm back at
you're-
the
you're
farm.
like, you're Phil, man.
I can't go.
You get to be Phil.
I'm like, Isabella, help me out.
Nah, man, I won't even give him Phil. That's too much.
Damn. So, yeah. So basically, just big reveal, and then just setting up for. I don't know how long it's gonna take for them to get out of the forest. I don't know like what direction the show's gonna go. Like if they really got, if the next thing they do is just try to find other farms, and try to help them escape. I'm assuming that like the pursuers are gonna be back soon, and they're getting deep shit. So we'll see how like that all these events unfold.
I think, if I'm not mistaken, at the end, didn't they have the one scene, or they like pan back to like what Ray carved into the tree?
Yep,
They
they
did,
did.
I-
Like
understand.
they don't know what the coordinates are. I don't think they were just like, oh, what is this? What are these numbers?
Actually, no. But actually, they did say they keep putting importance on the William Minerva guy. So I guess that's the
Mhm.
next goal is go to him and see what he says. So
oh
I guess,
yeah.
So I guess it's like
Do-
it's get out of the forest and then go to him.
But I'm
Do
just
we-
saying, like the people pursuing them, they picked up on whatever Ray carved on the tree,
Yeah.
but it means nothing to them.
Do we know what Ray carved? Like, what is that?
He says
I
I didn't read it, but like
think it was something about meeting him somewhere.
Yeah,
Because it was at the time
Yeah.
where he distracted the demon.
yeah, and he didn't
And
know
then-
that Emma passed out, so he was thinking
Yeah.
that
So it's for
she'll
Emma.
find it. Yeah, it was just he knew Emma was smart enough to know what
I
that
wasn't
meant.
sure. I wasn't sure if it was supposed to be like a thing for Norman, like if it was supposed to be like a something that
Mhm.
will get brought up in the future when Norman probably shows up again.
I don't know. Yeah, I thought it was just for Emma, but I wasn't looking too
Yeah.
much into it.
Yeah,
Hard
I think
to
they literally
say.
flashed it
Just-
for like a second.
Ray needs to work on his life or death handwriting. Let's be honest. I was struggling to read that. I was like, pursuers,
I don't know.
G5.
Yeah.
What's
I
going
don't know
on?
handwriting. Like I don't blame the guy for being panicked in that situation.
He's literally exactly running from his life from two like
like
No excuses,
massive
bro.
horse beasts.
it's really just the show only gives us a second. If you pause it, you probably could read it. But because we only had a second to read it.
Yeah, it's not a big deal, I
Yeah.
don't think.
Yeah, it pretty much just said go coordinates pursuer.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. I guarantee you guys this. There's that key moment when Jericho Legolas was like, "Hey guys, I go underground because that's where the tree roots are, and I'm the only one who knows the way." Dude, anytime they say I'm the only one, they're not the only ones. Just wait. Those horses or dogs or whatever they were with the weird looking eyes, they're going down there. They're gonna be like, I smell something here. It's a room filled with children. Bam, they're dead.
Actually, real quick, going back to like the
Oh.
pursuer thing, I think
Yep.
Ray purposely led the demons to a wrong coordinate. Because
Ooh.
looking
Ooh.
back, like the coordinates that he wrote down are completely different from like the projector that they have, their coordinates. So
I don't remember any of the coordinates at all,
Was it-
so I did not pick this up.
It's like B-52.
so like the coordinates on the tree say like what 106 32 or something, and then the projector is like A0208.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
so that'd be
It's
nice.
like A6-32 in the first
Yeah.
screenshot, something like that.
Interesting.
Ray always playing them
Yeah.
mind games.
Big brain moment.
Yep.
Grandmaster chess player. right
Only Isabella's son could do such a thing.
there. No.
Indeed.
Yeah,
no
just-
one else.
That just feels bad when you say it like that. That's really
Right?
fucked up. Like he had to leave his mom like that,
Yep.
especially when they were all in it
Dude, you gotta do
together.
what you gotta do. But I will say,
Dark
I agree
world.
with Taylor's point last week, where I just love the world of them being on the farm and having to, deal with the tension of that every single episode. So now it's like going over a stranger's house, and before you can crack jokes or fart in their couch, you're wondering what's actually appropriate. So it's the same thing here, where I'm like warming into the characters, but that girl's toenails, they gotta go. That's all I gotta say. But I'm
Oh,
very
man.
curious about. I think episode 3 is definitely going to hit us hard. So something's going to happen.
Yeah, we'll see.
Hopefully.
We'll see. Yeah,
Hopefully.
we'll see how like I think episode 3 will kind of determine like the tone and like how the rest of the season will go. So looking forward to it. I think that'll wrap it up for this week's episode. So we'll see what happens for episode 3.
Looking promising.
Yep. Looking promising for Promised Neverland.
Oh yeah.
Let's hope they're not going to MJ's
one.
Neverland.
God damn it. I didn't want to
Too
get
soon,
into,
bro.
didn't want to get into that, but you had to say it, Justin.
Sorry.
All right.
Sasha made me do it.
All right. So that's gonna be it for Promised
I'm a
Neverland.
smooth criminal.